What is going on today, guys? Tomcat here, and today I'm bringing you guys another Gran Turismo 6 car test drive. Now, a lot of you guys really liked the first one of the, in this series that I did with the BMW M4, and a lot of you actually requested that I do the Toyota FT-1. So we're going to be test driving the FT-1 and seeing what it's like, and also kind of just testing it out and seeing how it does in the corners, and also seeing if it likes to get sideways in that little parking lot area on the near the starting line of Streets of Willow. So we're going to go back to Streets of Willow. We're not going to do the Big Willow course, because I feel like this particular course allows me to feel out the car a little bit more, allows me to see how it handles a little bit better. And, I mean, it's not a top speed track, obviously, and I feel like I'll do some top speed stuff later on in the future, on the highway tracks and stuff like that, but I really want to do some, I really feel like one of the most important parts that you need to test is obviously the handling. So, right off the bat, actually, let's go ahead and try and get this thing out. I feel like I've done something wrong. I feel like I've left the traction control on. And I feel it, for some reason, it's like it turns itself back on. I don't know why it would do that, but if I go to driving options and then, yeah, here, traction control is on. But the last time I drove this car, I turned it off. So I guess you have to turn it off every time, I'm guessing. So I'm not sure why that is. Seems a little bit odd, but let me know in the comments below if there's a way to save it so that it always has the traction control off, because that would be the best option, I think. That would be by far the best option. So right off the bat, let's actually see how it does with a little bit of a burnout test. No problem. No problem. Whoa, okay. Almost went off the track a little bit there, and it's sideways again. And it's sideways again. And I need to find my way back onto the actual track. So, setting off in the FT-1, the acceleration is pretty good. I want to say that it's, the acceleration is actually, I would say it's on par with some of the other cars, or most of the other cars in its target class. Now, before I actually talk about anything else, though, related to this car, I did want to go over some interesting little bit of news that actually recently came out about this car, is that it was, that everybody's been speculating that it's going to be the next Supra, right? Everybody's been speculating, oh, it's going to be the next, the follow-up to the Supra. Well, Toyota themselves came out and confirmed that that was true. The FT-1 is going to be the next Supra, so Toyota officially said it, and I'll actually leave a link in the description box below to where you guys can check out the article that states that. But it's really exciting, actually. It's official that they're bringing that back, and also Toyota has said that they're going to be doing another entry-level sports coupe underneath the GT86 or FRS that's going to be priced at around about $16,000, which is really, really low. That's less than a new Miata. So Toyota really seems to be stepping up their sports car game, which is, I think, a very good move on their part. And it's definitely going to give them a really nice lineup of cars, lineup of performance cars that for people to choose from and for people to look at, and also for Toyota to be competitive with. Let's try and go for a little bit of a power lap here, see what we can do. Into fifth. Braking down to fourth. Whoa, okay, yeah, forget the power lap. Forget the power lap, we've gone off completely. It's a little bit of understeer. Oh, a little bit of understeer again. Come on. A little bit of power over. A little bit of power over on the exit. Not a ton, but it's definitely there. The car wants to oversteer. The predominant handling characteristic is obviously oversteer, but it does have quite a bit of grip too, and almost at times it feels like too much, because sometimes it understeers a little, and it understeers a little more than you might want it to, but you kind of just have to get used to the car. I feel like you have to get used to that as a characteristic that the car just kind of has. And oh, can we take the ghost car? Yes, we can. Goodbye. Goodbye, ghost car. Ooh, just look through the rear. You can see the spoiler up. That is awesome. Braking hard. Stick it in. Oh, that was a little bit out on the tail out action on the exit. Down to second. Oh, keeping the tail end out. Yeah, oh yes. No problem. Oh, there goes the wing again. Let's see if we can get one good lap in. One good lap without it going off the track whatsoever. Yeah, that's where I messed up last time. That's where the other guy, that's where my, where I went off on the last attempt. Ooh, that was a bad entry. Whoa! Whoa! I cannot believe I've spun it. That's the very first time I've ever spun this car. In fact, that's the very first time I've ever spun a car in GT6 on, like, just going around a corner and just spun a car in GT6. That's the first time I've ever done that, outside of practicing drifting. That's the first time I've ever just spun a car on a circuit lap. Jeez. Oh, God, I've gone off again. Dang, I need to keep that thing under control. Jeez. It's definitely trickier to drive than the BMW M4. The BMW M4 has a lot less understeer, but I don't know. I feel like the understeer, it doesn't kill this car because it's grippy. It's just something that you need to get used to. It's just something that you need to master, and I feel like it's going to be something that I'm going to have to practice if I want to actually get good at it, because unlike the BMW M4 where I just kind of jumped into it and was just fine, like it was just fine, and I jumped into it and it's like I could do a power lap in it after like one lap of practice. This car I think is going to take quite a bit more practice to actually get it down. Whoa, okay. Let's actually see about that sideways action again. Not bad. Yeah, definitely not bad. Try and go back the other way. Ooh, ooh. It certainly doesn't lack power, that's for sure. I mean, it'll do this all day. Drift in circles, no problem. So yeah, it definitely doesn't lack the power to get itself sideways, that's for sure. You know what? Let's go for one more lap, not caring about the lap time. Just try and have fun with it, and obviously try and stay on the track. Into 5th. Braking down to 4th, down to 3rd. There goes my ghost car off the track again. Probably should have kept it in 2nd there. Probably should have kept it in 2nd. Down to 2nd. Leave it in 2nd. A little bit of power. Now full power out. Gets a little twitchy sometimes. But it will... Actually, I'll try to do it on this next corner if I can. Because it will do that whenever you ask it to, and it'll whip. It'll do it whenever you ask it to, but if you push it too much, it'll whip and it'll punish you. It's weird though. I feel like it's gonna need new tires before I try and drift with it. It's hard to drift this on the stock setup. It really is hard. Come on, there you go. Oh, that's bad. That's wide. That was very bad. I locked up the brakes. I'm still not used to the trigger travel on these PS3 controllers since I've been playing Forza so much. But I'll certainly try and get used to it. I mean, it's not going to take a ton of time to get used to them, but they do feel like they have less travel than the Xbox triggers, which I'm going to need to get used to, especially when driving with ABS off. So, if you guys enjoyed this test drive of the Toyota FT-1 and GT6, don't forget to leave me a like, tell me in the comment section down below what you guys thought of it, and if you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe for more, and I will see you guys in the next one. Talk to you guys later.